There is a patch of ocean where stories say the rules of our world bend. A place where compasses spin wildly, where ships seem to simply vanish, where planes seem to simply vanish. It is not a place you will find on any official map, yet it has a name known across the globe. They call it the Bermuda Triangle. For decades, it has been a source of deep mystery. It whispers of disappearances that defy easy explanation. It asks questions that we struggle to answer. These are not just old sailors' yarns told in dimly lit taverns. They are modern accounts involving steel ships, advanced aircraft. One moment, they are there, communicating with the world, moving along their charted course. The next moment, there is only silence. A sudden, complete, and baffling silence. Rescue crews arrive to find nothing. No wreckage, no oil slicks, no final messages. It is as if they were plucked from existence, leaving behind only a chilling void and a story. The mood surrounding this place is one of quiet unease. It is a feeling that comes from the unknown. We are a species that likes to have answers. We build maps, we chart the seas, we track the skies. We believe we have a firm grasp on the world around us. But the tales from this triangle suggest there are still things beyond our understanding. It introduces a sliver of doubt, a shadow of uncertainty. That makes us look at the vast, empty ocean and wonder what secrets it truly holds. This is the heart of the Bermuda Triangle mystery. It is not a story of monsters or ghosts, but of absence, an unnerving emptiness where something should be, where someone should be. It challenges our sense of order and logic. It forces us to confront the possibility that not every event has a neat and tidy conclusion. The stories persist because they touch upon a fundamental human curiosity, a need to understand what happens when things go wrong in the most inexplicable ways. To understand the legend, we must first understand the place. The Bermuda Triangle is not a small, defined spot. It is a vast area of the western North Atlantic Ocean. Imagine drawing lines on a map. One point is near Miami, Florida. Another is on the island of Bermuda. The third point is near San Juan, Puerto Rico. When you connect these dots, you create a huge, loosely defined triangle of water. This region covers hundreds of thousands of square miles of open sea, a busy corridor for ships and planes. The history of its mysterious reputation grew over time. While sailors have always told tales of the strange and unpredictable sea, the idea of this specific area being dangerous became popular in the mid-20th century. Magazine articles and books began to collect stories of lost vessels. They compiled a list of incidents that occurred within this rough triangular boundary. The name Bermuda Triangle caught on. It gave a label to a collection of otherwise disconnected and puzzling maritime tragedies and aviation tragedies. This part of the ocean has some unique physical features. It is home to some of the deepest underwater trenches in the world. The Puerto Rico Trench, for example, is more than 5 miles deep. If a ship or plane were to sink there, finding it would be incredibly difficult. The area is also known for its unpredictable and violent weather. It sits in a region where hurricanes form and can grow to monstrous sizes with little warning, creating chaotic seas and powerful winds. The legend was fueled by a growing list of disappearances. Each new story added another layer to the myth. Writers connected incidents from different decades, creating a pattern that seemed to suggest a common, mysterious cause. They pointed to this specific patch of ocean as a place uniquely hostile to human travel. Soon the Bermuda Triangle was no longer just a location. It became a phenomenon, a puzzle box of the sea, with each lost vessel another piece that did not seem to fit. Some stories are so powerful they become cornerstones of a legend. For the Bermuda Triangle, Monsias I Kaitsai, one of the most famous, is the story of Flight 19. On a clear afternoon in December 1945, 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers took off from Florida. It was a routine training mission, but a few hours into the flight, the leader reported that his compasses were not working. He was lost. Radio transmissions became confused and faint. Then, they stopped completely. All 5 planes, the 14 men aboard them, vanished. The mystery did not end there. A rescue plane, a large Martin Mariner flying boat with a crew of 13, was sent to search for Flight 19. It, too, disappeared. The massive search that followed found nothing. No debris, no life rafts, no trace of the 6 aircraft, no trace of the 27 men. This single event cemented the Bermuda Triangle's reputation in the public mind. How could 6 military planes disappear without a trace on a calm day? The lack of answers created a space for speculation to grow. Decades earlier, in 1918, another major loss occurred. The USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship, was sailing from Barbados to Baltimore. It was over 500 feet long, carried more than 300 crew and passengers. It sent no distress signal. It simply never arrived. The ship, along with every soul on board, was gone. It remains the single largest loss of life in the U.S. Navy history outside of combat. Once again, the search turned up nothing. No wreckage, no bodies, just an empty ocean where a great ship once sailed. Other cases added to the strange lore. In 1948, a British passenger plane named the Star Tiger disappeared while approaching Bermuda. The pilot's last message was calm and routine. A year later, its sister plane, the Star Ariel, also vanished in the same area under similar circumstances. In each case, the last communications gave no hint of trouble. They were simply there one moment and gone the next. These stories, passed down through books and documentaries, built a compelling and eerie narrative of a place where the ordinary rules of nature seem to fail. For every supernatural theory, scientists and investigators offer a more earthly explanation. They point not to a single mystery, but to a combination of powerful natural forces. The weather in this region is a primary suspect. The Gulf Stream is a strong ocean current, like a river within the sea, that can create sudden storms and severe storms. Waterspouts, which are like tornadoes on water, can form quickly. A small plane or boat caught in such weather could be destroyed in minutes. Then, there is the matter of the compass. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the few places on Earth where true north and magnetic north line up. This can sometimes confuse navigators who do not account for it. While most modern equipment can handle this, older navigation tools could have been affected. A small navigational error, compounded by bad weather and human stress, could easily lead a pilot or captain far off course and into a disastrous situation. Human error itself is a factor that can never be overlooked. Another scientific idea involves the geology of the seafloor. Some scientists have proposed that large deposits of methane gas are trapped under the ocean floor. If a pocket of this gas were to suddenly erupt, it would create a massive area of frothy, low-density water. A ship passing over this spot could lose its buoyancy and sink with incredible speed, leaving little time for a distress call. While this is possible, there is no direct evidence linking such an event to any of the famous disappearances. Ultimately, many experts argue that the Bermuda Triangle is not as mysterious as it seems. They have reviewed the records and found that many stories were exaggerated over time. Some reported disappearances never happened. Others occurred far outside the triangle. Research by the U.S. Coast Guard and other organizations shows that the number of incidents in this area is not significantly higher than in any other heavily trafficked part of the ocean. Accidents happen at sea, and sometimes wreckage is simply never found. When all the evidence is considered, most experts lean toward natural explanations. They see the Bermuda Triangle not as a paranormal vortex, but as a place where a confluence of difficult conditions exists. Busy sea lanes, deep waters, strong currents, volatile weather, add human fallibility to this mix, and tragedies are, unfortunately, inevitable. Many of the famous cases have been re-examined, and plausible explanations have been proposed. Mechanical failure. Weather pilot error. The power of the myth, however, is not easily undone by facts. The idea of the Bermuda Triangle is compelling. It taps into our fascination with the unknown and our love for a good mystery. The stories have become a part of our modern folklore, shared and retold until they have taken on a life of their own. The lack of definitive wreckage in a few key cases leaves just enough room for doubt. It allows the questions to linger in the air, unanswered and tantalizing. The legend also reminds us of something fundamental. It reminds us of the immense power and mystery of the natural world. In an age of satellites and GPS, we like to think we have tamed the planet, but the ocean remains a vast and formidable wilderness. It is a realm that does not always yield its secrets easily. The stories of the Triangle serve as a humble reminder that we are small in the face of nature's might, and that some places will always hold their secrets close. And so, the quiet question remains, is the Bermuda Triangle simply a collection of unrelated tragedies, amplified by myth and media? Or is there something more to the stories, a common thread that we have not yet been able to grasp? The sea is deep, and it keeps its secrets well. It gives up wreckage slowly, if at all. For the families of those who were lost, the lack of answers is a painful reality. For the rest of us, it is a mystery that endures. Will we ever truly know what happened in those silent moments?